Hello, guys. This is Archie Luxury. Welcome to the Archie Luxury channel. Today, I normally have Australian Tuesdays, American Mondays off, but I've actually got some plans for tomorrow, so I swapped the days off. Just thought I'd swap them over and see how we go there. So, guys, that's the reason why I'm here today. So let's have a look. We got some super chats. JT, $2. Thanks for the bonus show, Arch. Actually, I'm taking tomorrow off. We got Hurritan, $5. I never understood the day off. It's not like you make videos anymore. You work maybe 3 hours a day, even on 7 days. That's nowhere near a 40-hour week. Yeah. Good point. Good point. The zeal. Good point. But I got to tell you, you can burn out from this shit. Yes, it's true. It's not like a physically demanding job like a bricklayer or a plaster. You're not not hard graft. However, mentally, the thing can give you the shits. We've got Mr. Goldberg joining us. Hello, Mr. Goldberg. Mr. Goldberg, I was just explaining.
Yes.
Sometimes this streaming shit,
yes,
it can be really mentally
exhausting.
Taxing.
Yeah, it's true.
Taxing.
You know, those at home who just have to sit there and be witty behind the keyboard don't realize how much thought, how much prepper. Well, never mind. But it's not. It's hard, fuckers. It is in fact hard. It is. You got to fill 2 hours of time with like something, even if it's bad. At least there's something. See, Archie's filling it right now. Archie's filling time right now with an email.
I got to tell you something, really, right?
Yes. Tell me.
I want to get back into the watch talk there,
and we can do that.
I really wanted to say, what's happened with yourself there? How do you feel yourself? How do you feel about watches yourself? Like what I mean is, like, we've had such a massive downturn. Are you excited by it? The funny thing is, let me say this. The thing I never understand is that when things are good, everybody wants more. When they stink, it stinks.
Yes.
They run
away.
They run away. They no longer want them.
Yeah, because people want what they can't have. They don't want what they can have. They want what they can't have. Human nature. You give a little kid a toy and he throws it down, and then another little kid picks it up and all of a sudden he wants it back. So there's an element of that. Look, at the beginning of the downturn and for the first couple of years, because we're like 3 years into it now, maybe 2, 3. I was glad of it because it lowered prices and eased availability, and I like watches. So I bought watches during that period of time.
The funny thing is, when it's no longer popular, when do you really like them?
Oh, well, I liked them before I knew they were popular, and I'll like them when they're not popular.
But I mean, do you still like them even if they're not popular?
Okay, so the answer is yes, and here's the but. You can
butt fuckers.
Fuckers, indeed. What can happen is you can put so much energy into a hobby or a project that you get sick of it and you need to walk away for a while. It's like having leftover pizza, and then you eat pizza every day for 3 days. You're eating it cold for breakfast, and then on day 3 you're like, fuck pizza. I don't even want to look at it for a month. And that's a little bit me with watches. I'm not influenced by the herd mentality, but I put so much time, effort, and money into them. And right now, the only thing that has me even mildly interested or excited is a land dweller. And I think it's a nearly impossible get. So I don't waste energy on, worrying about it. But during the downturn, here's what I bought. I bought a Pepsi on Jubilee bracelet because I could. All of a sudden, I could get one for like not stupid money.
How much did you pay? You still paid a lot for it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, it was still not cheap. Look, it's naked, and I paid $17.5.
Oh, you bought a naked one?
Yeah, I don't mind that, and I'll tell you why.
I saw your video. You got the service. The service.
Yeah. Well, my AD will happily service it for me and give me service papers. So and also, listen, I could have bought the same watch not naked, and it would have been about $2,500 more at that time. So for that huge discount, I was happy to take it naked. But that's me. Doop. You don't wear the box and papers.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. We got a super chat here. This is from our good friend Black Cat 997. $5. People like psychology following the herd. They don't like being contrarians. This is why people like Warren Buffett are rich. Yeah, he stands his ground and doesn't move against the market.
Yeah, well, I was talking about mob psychology, where everyone gets on the same bandwagon, and then all of a sudden, the tulips in Denmark are the black ones are going for thousands and thousands of dollars, where they really don't have any particular value. So look, I bought a Pepsi because it was, it had come down like $6,000-7,000 in price. So I bought that. I bought a root beer from the AD. I bought an Explorer 2 from the AD, and I bought the Tudor, the Tudor tampon from the AD. So I bought a lot of watches during that period of time. And I benefited from better pricing, better availability. But right now, here's the problem. When you have most of what you want, what's next? What do you do next? You got to switch to it. Yeah, I got what I want. What do I do?
Well, I can tell you what happens.
What happens? What do I do next?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. You can't always get what you want.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. So
I got to be totally honest with you, Marquis. Please, totally honest, totally honest, totally honest.
Sorry, I had a momentary distraction here. Yes, continue.
Yeah.
Yes. I see you. I see you.
What I gotta say is, you
Look,
know what?
I would have to switch brands, Archie. I would have to move on to another brand, and that's a fatal fucking flaw. Okay, like I don't have everything Rolex, but I have what I wanted Rolex, and then I would have to go to Vacheron or AP, or pick a brand. Lange and Zon, oh God forbid Breguet. I would have to like move up a tier.
No, you can't do Breguet. Let's face it. Everyone's going to spite me. They're going. What I don't understand is why do fucking everybody? No matter what I buy, they turn to Clivers. They turn into everything I buy. They hate.
I don't know, but maybe this super chat.
You know what I'm saying? They just hate. Mac Lobster $2. Is Mike the Steak making the sub sexy again? Look, he's just a good. He's probably hurting the brand more than helping. What do you think? Does anyone actually help the brand?
How brutally honest. Listen, the sub was always sexy. It's a $10,000-12,000 watch. How's it not sexy? It's the icon of the range. You want to know what? If I had to pick one watch, and I don't mean like one of what I have and all, but just like one watch, out of the whole world of watches, I would probably pick something like a black Submariner date or my Hulk. Which is
a black Submariner date
or Hulk. Yeah, because they're just like the ultimate in classic watch. In fact, I think it's the Hulk for me because it's different, whereas subs are a dime a dozen, Hulks are, just a bit more of an oddball. Like me. You seem very busy there. What are you doing?
I'm just thinking to myself, can I ask, what I've really loved last couple of days? I've really loved the Pam I wore.
Yeah. You got attached.
A really good watch.
Mm-hmm.
I love I love the Explorer because it's on a bracelet, and it's also
Yeah.
the thing I love about the Explorer. It's the Clayton's Rolex. It's the Rolex Steel Sports you have when you don't want to have a Rolex Steel, because it's
Yeah,
so
I got you.
it doesn't look, it doesn't stand. You've got to be an I think it's more of a Rolex enthusiast watch.
Yeah, I don't think it's that recognizable as a Rolex.
Like,
Maybe, you know,
when you see a Mercedes, that doesn't mean they're a car person. They just like starter symbols.
right.
And that's the same with Rolex. When you see a Breguet, that's like a Maserati. You think
It's like Fella and Range Rover. He didn't buy it because he admires the machine. He bought it because, you know, he just wanted to say, "Get out of my way. I'm a member of Tattersalls." Tats
it's
never
not
hit.
actually those
Step
clubs.
aside.
Can I just say this to you? Those clubs are actually so easy to get into. They're begging for members.
Yeah, of course, because the monthly dues and the special assessments. I didn't know about special assessments, but I come to learn. I got invited to join our uncle's club, and he says, "Don't do it because you don't golf, and they can charge you like 10 grand if they want to remodel the."
Look who we've got.
Mike the Snake.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
Mike,
I'm doing well.
Are you helping make the sub sexy again?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's what I thought.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
I just got off the phone talking to some of my old musician friends because
ZZ Top?
No, Metallica, Primus.
Oh, you're chit-chatting with Metallica?
The grunge. Well, I built mountain bikes for them all.
Nice.
And a number of other bands, and I was a roadie for my drummer friend, and so
Did you get chicks? Did you get chicks in the back of the?
Fuck yeah, I did, dude. You know what? There was one chick that was underage, and we snuck her in.
Whoa! You need to stop telling this story.
Hey, stop.
She was 21. Okay, she was 21.
No, it's too late. You got to stop telling that story. Let me ask you this question though. Did you ever have a three-way with the drummer at like a Motel 6? No. Well, good man. No. Okay. Well, listen, let's move along from that illegal topic to this super chat, which is entirely legal.
There we go. Yankee Doodle, $5. Do you think Breguet owners secretly want status in a backhanded way? I think Yankee Doodle, I think Breguet owners, right? Breguet makes some fine watches. I think it's for people who really like something that's kind of left of center. They're amazing bang per buck on the secondary market. They are something. I mean, most people, when you mention Breguet, they wouldn't know what the fuck a Breguet is. Okay, most people wouldn't know, like non-watch people. I think Breguet is for somebody who really likes fine horology, understands a bit about the history, and just wants something special for themselves.
Here's who I think Breguet appeals to. Old money, but not Patek money, but like old money. In other words, Patek net worth 5 million plus. Breguet, born into a well-to-do family, made some of their own money. By age 40, has a net worth of $2.5 million. Much of it in investable assets, or Russians. It's either Russians who love all that French shit because that goes, the Tsar goes all the way back to Napoleon. So it's Russians or people with, with like older money. And so I think it's an old man watch is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. True appreciators, of horology, is what I've kind of gathered. Because like you say, most people wouldn't even recognize the name.
I think the Rolex people, Mike, are either like you and me, which is we just appreciate a fine machine, which is really robust, or, and I have an element of this, I'll at least cop to it also, we're shallow. And we know that it has the ultimate brand recognition, is one and done. It's like Mercedes-Benz, not the best car, but it's the highest name recognition.
Yep, totally. No, you're spot on.
And I'm not ashamed. Personally, I'm not ashamed of that.
Well, no, I mean, like, I can't go above it financially right now, right? You know,
Well, actually, I don't know. There are some watches like in the Jaeger Culto that you could have gotten for the same or less money as what you spent on that Subby, which has more, zhuzh and horology theoretically, Mike.
oh, absolutely. Even in Breguet, but nah, I again to your referring to your shallow comment, I'm I am attracted to the the flash or the instant recognizability of the Rolex, and the fact that if you get into a conversation with somebody, and you show them your Rolex, you get a bigger wow out of that than you do if you show them your Breguet or your Jaeger.
Yeah, because they know what Rolex is.
They know what Rolex is, but they don't know these other brands.
Super chat. Good one though. Good super chat.
Yankee Doodle, $5. How is a Breguet owner different than from a Lange owner? Actually, that's an interesting thing. Actually, what you've got to understand is there's Swiss watchmaking, Patek Philippe. Lange is German, and Breguet is really more French. They're French watchmaking. So different styles of watchmaking. How is a Breguet owner different? I think Lange itself, Lange and Breguet are two great brands. It just
but what about the owner? Listen, here's what I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. What do you think? I think Breguet is an old guy watch.
What do you think is a better watch? Tell me this. What is better? The Breguet or the Lange?
We'll get there, but let's answer the question. The difference is I think the Breguet owner is 50, 60 years old, and I think the Lange owner is like 40, a young Turk of a lawyer who just got signed on as a partner and got a bonus. I mean, I think the Lange is a younger, hipper crowd. What do you think of that?
Never really thought of it that way.
What do you think, Arch?
I mean, Lange.
Yeah, I agree.
Lange's on the same level as Patek, right? Or maybe a little above Patek.
No, it's probably not above Patek. But here's why I think this, by the way. Let me justify the why of it. Because Breguet has been around for centuries, so it's something that's like super well known. Lange in its current form, it's a bit newer. Now, I know Breguet was a Phoenix brand. I get that. But Lange as a status symbol is, I think, newer than Breguet. And therefore, I think you got to be a little younger to really have that on your radar.
I can see that.
What do you think, Arch? Let's take a look at Archie doing his emails and get a response.
I got to be totally honest with you. I think with Breguet itself, Breguet is somebody who has a long history of watchmaking.
It sounds like a fourth grade book report when you didn't read the book.
They are actually, I'll tell you one thing. I did a book report where I read the cover and the first chapter.
And you're giving that book report.
And you know what?
Right
I
now.
got top marks in high school because I answered the question. You know why I answered the question? Nobody else answered the question. You know why? Because I didn't know what the book was about. I answered the question because I didn't know what the book was about.
Remember crib notes?
Keep going.
Remember crib notes?
Yes, I did remember crib notes. AI's killed all that, of course.
Yeah.
I think Breguet owner himself, let's be totally honest. I think Breguet is more, I'll be honest with you, Breguet, Lange is still, there is a very distinctive style to Lange. Okay, Lange is that pocket watch kind of feel to it. Breguet's got that guilloche, that old charm. So they're two different styles. If you ask me which of the two is better, and I'm a Breguet man, I've never actually owned a Lange, but I think Lange may be a pip better.
But see, that's not the question.
Lange is more respected in the marketplace. It's selling better than...
You're not answering the question. The question is who buys one versus who buys the other.
Okay, I can tell you, a Breguet is a real enthusiast, i.e. Donnie Haynes, i.e. Yankee Doodle.
There we go.
A Lange guy is still somebody who is a bit new money, new to the hobby.
Yeah.
Bondage and discipline.
that goes along.
I'm not criticizing.
Yeah, but I agree with that. That's kind of my point too. You are welcome, Yankee Doodle, thanking me for finally pinning you down to a freaking answer. Here's how Archie wanted to do his 4th grade book report. Since the beginning of time, Breguet has been a brand. The brand is called Breguet. It is, we believe, of French origin. And yes, so the owner of Breguet is someone who truly admires Breguet. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, that won't even get you a B+ in 4th grade. Just throwing it out there. Okay. So yes, I think it's, you know what I do? I think it comes down to a question of if we're going to just break it into big, giant, labels, new money, old money, Breguet, newer money, Lange. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Remember the movie American Psycho, where he had the
Yes.
date just, so that was like the young hip guy in the 80s. But that guy is now my age. He's
holy shit.
Yeah, he's now pushing 70. So we still think Rolex is cool, but subsequent generations, I'm not so sure.
Ooh, that is really, really American Psycho.
That was a great movie.
It was. I saw it so long ago.
Alice
I
did
can't
so many
remember.
great things.
What the hell's Bateman? What's that? Not Patrick Bateman, but what's the name of the actor? I can't remember his name.
Bale, Christopher Bale.
Christian Bale. Christopher Bale. Christian Bale. Yeah. Oh my God, he was amazing in that. Remember the whole thing with the business cards? This one's deckled. It was just.
I have to rewatch that
Christian
movie.
Bale.
It's so long ago.
Most of those guys lost their job in finance. They're doing Ubering now. You know that?
Well, it was a movie. It was just a movie. But if you're talking about I don't know. Wall Street has been up and it's been down. Right now, it is crazy up.
Stuart Croc, £2. Breguet's just an unfortunate also ran. Something? I think Breguet is more enthusiast based. Like Donny Haynes, I could see him possibly going Lange, but I think he prefers Breguet because it's elitism at its finest order. Elitism.
Let's see if we can get him. Try and ask him.
Hello?
Do you prefer Lange or Breguet, and why?
What's the question?
Lange and Zon, or Breguet, and why?
Neither. I'd rather have AP.
Well, what if you were offered only one, Lange or Breguet, and you had to pick one? Which would be your choice and why?
Depends on which models.
Well, let's see. How about a Breguet Tradition versus a Lange & Zon? What's that? The one. What the fuck do they call that? What's that model?
Lange 1?
Yeah.
Lange 1.
Yeah. So those are your two choices.
Lange 1 over those two.
Well, so you're a Lange. Say hi to Archie, by the way.
Hello. How are you going?
Hey, Archie, how are you? How are you, fucker?
I've still got my two Breguets, the classic and the Tradition.
Okay.
We've kind of been arguing about which is better and which people prefer. I said that Breguet is kind of like an old man watch, and Lange is more like a young man watch.
Well, Breguet depends on them. I personally like the overseas. I like.
Well, that's a Vacheron.
That's a Vacheron. Yeah.
No, oh, fucking hell! I mean the Breguet Marine. Jesus Christ, what was in my mind today? Yeah. I mean, I like the Breguet Marine. I like a couple of the crazy Breguets. Like they have this crazy Fusée chain. I like the.
Okay, watch your language, bro.
Breguet Tradition.
Yeah. Well, Archie's got the Tradition. You want to see it? I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You want to see it again? He loves to show it. Any excuse, Donnie.
So it depends on which one. I mean, Lange is good at a few things, not everything either. The best Lange is the Datagraph, like, split-second chronograph perpetual calendar. That thing's insane!
Hey, whatever happened to that that Blancpain chronograph you had that you had to like send back a couple times? Remember it had.
It wasn't a chronograph. It was just a regular 50 fathoms. It broke 3 times.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was a new release, right? Was it a new reference? It was something with a date wheel.
It wasn't a new reference. It was like the current reference, a beautiful Guilloche dial. They only made 500 of them. And then they stopped making them because they're turd sandwiches. And then I had a problem. Like the click spring broke, the date wheel broke. I had to have them grind down the clasp because it was like digging into my wrist, leaving a red mark. And the crown was digging into my hand because it was just like brutally in an awkward position.
What a disaster! So I assume
it was the shittiest watch I've ever owned.
What'd you do with
it? And then they couldn't get like a bracelet for it. They said they could, but they couldn't. And they thought they had one in Switzerland, but they couldn't find it. It was like,
well, what the guys need to understand about you, Donnie, is Donnie is a gorilla and he's got like 8-inch wrists. So normal bracelets and straps don't fit you, Don. You have to order, extra lengths or extra.
Yeah, I ordered a bracelet and I ordered extra links. So the fucking thing still, like, it wouldn't fit the watch because they ordered the wrong bracelet because Manfredi doesn't know their head from a hole in the wall.
What'd you end up doing with the watch?
I sold it.
Yeah.
For a loss.
Yeah.
Not much.
Well, that's good. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a 30% discount because they were giving them away back then.
Yeah. When you can, when you buy right,
I sold it for like 10, and I spent like 11 on it. So,
oh no, you rented it. You were lucky to get out of it that cheap. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm gonna send you a link so you can click in if you want.
All right.
See you in a minute, buddy.
Huh. It's interesting to hear about the 50 fathoms because I always kind of viewed it as like a more expensive version of.
I know, right? Me too. But he had a terrible time.
To hear that they're brittle and that problematic kind of changes my view.
He had a special edition, and it was beautiful. I do remember the dial. It was beautiful. It was a blue guilloche. It was beautiful, but apparently it was a bad run of production.
Yeah, maybe.
Archie, what do you think of Blancpain?
Look, I actually think Blancpain's an interesting brand because it's really a brand which is pitched. It's kind of like the sportsman's Breguet, the thinking man's diver. Because Blancpain is famous for their their dive watches, the Bathy Escape and
50 fathoms.
The only thing is with Blancpain, they've fucked the sizes up. The sizes they really didn't get.
They're like giant.
And then they're small. They kind of never got it.
And then how hard is it?
I love their hooker lipstick. The hooker gloss lipstick where that bezel, it's so glossy and it's got like
so much, looks like candy lips.
That's what I fell in love with on the 50 fathoms as well.
Well, it's the sapphire capped bezel.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried a 50 fathoms on in Hong Kong when I was transferring airplanes. And by the way, guys, Hong Kong airport is outrageous for watches. They have like every brand imaginable. It's expensive,
but
Yeah, well, for sure. But like, if you just want to see a million things, it's all there and just in that one airport. Incheon, Korea, nice too. But holy Christ, Hong Kong. Anyway, they let me try on a 50 fathoms and it was like overlapping my wrist. And I got a 7 1/4 inch wrist, but it was, it didn't fit. Super chat.
Crown and case $5. In my opinion, Patek VC AP Lange, same tier. Patek VC AP Lange, Breguet a step below. Cannot discount the history innovation. Rolex, I agree. Rolex is a very, very different category. I think myself. Can I tell you what I think? I think Patek, yes. VC, yes. Lange, yes. Breguet, yes.
You don't like it.
Where does Vacheron fit in there?
VC, Mike. VC. Vacheron.
VC. Okay, I'm sorry. I missed that. Okay, my bad.
We'll go back to you. We'll get you, Rich Mitch.
I got to tell you, I think Breguet, they had the music box watch, They invented the tourbillon, for fuck's sake, crown and case. They invented the tourbillon.
Well, you got to give them their due. Listen, we missed a couple super chats. Let's go back and get them.
Rich Mitch, 2 pounds. Tasteful thickness.
Yeah, he's talking about the blind pain being extra large. I don't think we did this one. Mike, you're going to have to be careful with this, but read it, Archie.
Well, okay, I'm going to go back to my original story, which is absolutely PG. Okay, nothing terrible. It was just when I was a roadie for my friend. He was my drummer friend. We snuck a girl in the bass drum case.
She must have been small.
She was very small, and she was fucking amazing.
I'm glad you didn't bring one in a violin case. Listen, John 8160. That's all you get. We can't tell you anymore.
Yeah, that's like I said. I keep it. PG.
Thank you. Yes. We're trying to avoid major problems.
Of course.
All right, now we're going to watch Archie and see what he's got planned for this show next.
I got to tell you something. I think honestly, let me say this to you. Breguet itself is superb.
Back to the book report.
Rolex. What level is Rolex? Like, I would say Rolex. I'm going to spit 3 brands out. Rolex, Omega, Breitling.
Well, for me, it's Rolex #1, and then Omega, Breitling. So probably Omega then Breitling, but I like Breitling better than Omega. But 1, 2, 3, yeah, Rolex is better than those. Probably Omega is a little more coherent than Breitling, but because in the Schneider era of Breitling, they made a lot of gaudy, awful stuff. Someone asked me if I've ever owned like a quote unquote good watch. I forget who one of you guys did, and I thought it was a good question. It was Mac Lobster, and the answer is the closest I've come ever in terms of like a good watch, like a horologically significant watch. The answer is no, but the closest I've come was a Jaeger-LeCoultre master compressor, which has an in-house movement and is a JLC movement. But that's the closest I ever came.
You had a Jaeger-LeCoultre
master compressor, and I sold it to the Fat Dent in Ireland.
Why did everybody hate my master compressor? I had the master compressor chronograph.
I loved it.
You loved it?
I told you not.
Yeah, that was a special watch that I fucking.
And you had a good price on it. You bought it well.
Yeah, but I
needed the money. It was gold. It was fucking gold. It was a giant chunk of gold.
I really, my first interest in Jaeger-LeCoultre was their Reverso, and one of the facts about them that I really liked was that for each different model of Reverso, they each had its own specific movement. They didn't take like one movement and adjust it or put a module on it, or each different Reverso had its own specific movement, if I'm not mistaken. And I just kind of thought that was a little bit extra cool about them. Their Squadras didn't do anything for me, but
speaking of does nothing for you, I know something that will do something for Archie, and it's a super chat.
There you go.
Thank you so much there for the super chats. Mac Lobster, $5. How are you qualified to remark on Breguet and Lange when you haven't even owned a JLC? Who's he talking?
Who's he talking? I don't
Mike.
know. You and I have
both
owned
a JLC. I think he's talking about Mike. It's a fair point.
Well, I've had quite a few on my wrist. My jeweler always had a couple in his case, and I did show a high interest in them, but they were all too small for me at the time. When I got into watches, it was right in the middle of the big watch phase when Panerai was really big,
Stallone.
And Stallone and Schwarzenegger, yeah. And so it was like those and a little bit smaller. Like Rolex was, as small as I go even today, and so the Reversos that I was able to look at and actually handle were all the regular smaller
Now,
size.
Mike, tell me the truth. Have you ever said J.J. LeCoute?
only in
jest.
jest after hearing that one guy.
Who is that?
What's his name? I forget.
It's not Loudmouth Tim. It's the other one. What's the guy who says J.J. LeCoute?
J.J. LeCoute.
That's that guy, Irix guy. Irix guy.
This Irix guy. I'm gonna go outside, feed them raccoons.
Yeah, he's the raccoon. I was just gonna say they fit the raccoon feeder.
Yeah, I like to feed them raccoons, and then I get them good and fat, and I make a nice stew out of them. What I do. I love Irix guy. Irix guy is living proof that you do not need a northern accent to make money.
No.
You can have a hillbilly accent and make money if you are smart, and clearly he is.
Mm-hmm.
So good on him.
100% right there.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something seriously. I think,
tell us something.
These segments, okay, so top you'd have to say AP, Paddock, VC, Lange, Breguet. Then you've got the
no.
Okay, well, we'll say say Breguet doesn't qualify, but Breguet would be Breguet, JLC, Blank Pain. What other brands would you put into that second tier? What other brands would you put into that second tier? You know what I'm saying?
Trying to think.
And there is a very well-known pyramid of all this stuff. I'm going to find it for you. Give me a second. There's a couple of them. I'm gonna text you a couple of pictures.
Huh. Yeah, that's a tough question, and I'm not really qualified because you guys are much more experts than I am.
I was just saying to Marky.
What about Glass Shoot Original?
Yeah, well, see, I don't think that's in JLC League. That's underneath.
Nobody thinks that.
I know nobody thinks that, but man, when you look at a couple of their models, at least, geez, they hit it out of the park. With their Panomatic and their Pano Inverse. I know they're just, they're $10,000-$15,000 watches. They're nothing, super expensive or anything, but for what they put into them, and you flip them over and they got all of the bells and whistles and Geneva lines and guilloche and perlage and all of that stuff.
Mike, have you ever made a perlage necklace?
No, but I've
yes, you have. I'm pretty sure you have.
Oh, have I ever made one? Yes, most definitely.
Archie, I sent you a couple of WhatsApps. Take a look. There are,
I'm just having a look at them now. I love that chart. That chart, right at the top above Paddock. Would you agree? FP Jean, Richard Mille, they are above Paddock.
I don't know about Richard Mille. And the only reason FP Jean was because is FP Jean still independent? Because he sold it, right? I don't think FP Jean is still FP Jean's anymore. I think he cashed out.
They're just so gaudy too,
the Richard Mille you're talking about, yeah.
Oh, the Richard Milles, yeah. No, FP Jean. Excuse me, I got the two mixed up.
Yeah, FP Jean is very classic. Very, very, kind of low key and stuff. But I don't know. There's a crap ton of horology in an FP Jean, way more than in a Rolex. But you can do things in a Rolex you wouldn't dare to do in a Patek or an FP Jean. You wouldn't go shooting and golfing in any one of them.
No. I know people who've done that, and they say, people are just crazy. Some people, like there isn't shock resistant watches are pretty. It's pretty. For the sake of fucking up. Okay, this is a really good chart here. See, there's some brands I can't stand. What can I show you? Some brand? Oh,
got Piaget pretty high up there too, doesn't it?
Fuck me dead. Maurice Lacroix. That's a brand I really hate.
Yeah. There's, Hublot, people argue, and what's that Russian brand? Oh, I'm not seeing it here. Mont Blanc.
No, that's Chopak, isn't it? You know that,
Yeah,
no, it's
Chopak,
the one
or-
with the clown face, you know?
Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What the fuck? God damn it! It's
But-
now,
but-
I love
check-
those. It's the something ski. I forget. You know, someone tell us what that clown face watch is. For God's sakes, it's gonna bother me now.
Yeah, I hate clowns. So
Taken.
Yeah. But that watch kind of
Thank-
just
thank-
like kind of weirds me out.
Chaikin. Yeah, I love his watches.
What about Kudok? You know, some of the more bespoke stuff like Kudok.
Kudok.
Yeah, he does like really finely hand engraved.
Is he on the chart here? Because I
What
don't
about
know.
MB&F? How do you think MB&F fits in? Is that above Patek, MB&F?
They're almost like
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
yeah, they're kind of in their
the
own
machines. You know those machines. You know, MB&F makes.
Yeah,
What
but
about
they're almost like trivial watches in a sense. I mean,
nothing
they're
trivial about the pricing,
they're-
Mikey?
no,
Gerard
definitely not.
Perregay. So where do you put Gerard Perregay? I see Gerard Perregay way under Jaeger-LeCoultre. I don't see that.
I mean, is Piaget better than Rolex? Is Frank Mueller better than Rolex? Is Ulysse Nardin?
It's a different style. It's a different style.
Let's look at the other chart.
Well, I thought they're the same, aren't they?
I don't know. Oh, take a look. Let's see.
Let me get the other chart.
Yeah, compare, because I want to find. I'll find it. I'm going to look. There's one that's an actual pyramid, which really shows it in pyramid form, which I think is more useful.
Huh. Rolex is kind of like owning a tractor, you know. A really nice tractor. You know, they're bulletproof. They're as rugged as it gets.
Here we go.
But you know, horologically, you know, they're below all of these, you know. But yeah.
I got to be totally honest with you. There's some brands that are stinkers in this list.
Yeah, wait. I'm sending you.
I'm just finding that other one you sent me, Marky.
Here you go. Here comes a new one.
Well, I thought that's the same one you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I get you now. Enthusiast. Yeah, okay, get it. I got you.
I just sent you another one too.
Oh, fuck.
Because I think the new one kind of is a little bit more mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Piaget. They got Chapek at the very top, but yeah, the whole bottom of the list
sucks. Chopek sucks. That's just. So they say Jacob & Co is at the top of the tree. You gotta be fucking.
Yeah. Now have a look at the
line, Marky. What the?
Hold on.
Jacob & Co. We're talking.
Show the pyramid.
Producer Mike.
Show the pyramid, and let's talk about it. But you got to show it before you can discuss it. Otherwise, guys don't know what you're talking about here. And I do question that, by the way. I do, but let's look at the pyramid and then let's talk about it.
I'll agree with the whole bottom of that list.
I'm just trying to bring it up. I don't know why it's not coming up.
Maybe you can take a course on how to use StreamYard. Mike, in the meantime, super chat, Mac Lobster. Mike, do you plow better when you're wearing the sub?
I got it this way.
Oh, of course.
Of course, I would think so.
Yeah.
I take my watch off for only that, by the way, because I don't want to chip, his tooth.
Okay, have a look at this. There we go.
Now you got to scroll it in so people can read it, because kind of,
I
weeny. You got to make it bigger. Can you do that?
I didn't really understand what you meant by pyramid at first, and now I do.
The Great Pyramid of Giza.
Pizza.
Here we go. Got it. It's coming up now. Here we go.
Super chat from Rich Mitch. Oh wait, we got that one.
Mitch, £2. Taste.
No, this one. Here you go.
Rich Mitch 2 pound is isopropylene, good for cleaning glass, especially. Maybe no. That's method. That's kind of like an alcohol-based solution, isn't it?
I wouldn't want to put that on my
alcohol.
Super chat from Black Hat.
I was just reading up about cleaning O-rings, and
you don't want to dry them out, Mikey. Don't dry them out.
Oh, I think somebody said that alcohol does, evaporate quickly enough that
like WD-40. Anyway, super chat.
Yeah, that
super
was
chat here. Black Cat 997, $2. We got Aussie expat. Great to have him on. Would Breguet be better if owned by Richmond? So Breguet is actually owned by Swatch Group. Would it be better if it was owned by Richmond? Richmond can fuck things up. Look what they did to Pam. Speaking of which, is Panerai even in this list? Where's Pam on this list?
Probably underneath the basement of the pyramid. Let's have a look at this quick super chat before we go on.
Crown Gold, $10. Wow. Actual watch talk on the Archie Luxury live stream. Amazing. Keep it up, boys. Hello, Aussie expat. How are you, man?
G'day, gentlemen. This definitely someone who lives in a basement made this pyramid.
Yeah, Cartier.
What do you think of Jacob and Co at the top? That's a joke, isn't it?
That's beyond hilarious.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Maybe this pyramid was sponsored by Jacob and Co. I think we should go on the Jacob and Co website and have a look around those watches and see if we can figure out why it's there.
I mean, this isn't even really a ranking of like moronic flex pieces anonymous, because I mean you've got Lange up there, and then JLC somehow alongside Rolex. Yeah, it's weird.
You got to rank them somehow.
I think Zenith and Glass Chute Original are kind of on equal, and Cartier, at least horologically.
Well, they put Rolex, Cartier, JLC, Breguet. They put them in the same tier. Okay, they're all in the same tier.
And I think that's a pretty correct tier. Omega IWC and what's that? I can't read that one on the right. I got to put my readers on.
I wouldn't put Omega above Grand Seiko.
Oh, Grand Seiko. Yeah, that's the one I couldn't read. Yeah.
It's not above Grand Seiko on the chart. It's in the same tier, though.
Yeah, they're sort of slightly indicating it's below. Like, see how Zenith is on that cusp? I wouldn't put Omega above Grand Seiko. Not that I love Grand Seiko, but it's just like, if you look at, they're both pretty good at movements and everything, but at least Grand Seikos are made in Japan. I think like most of Omega's parts are made in Thailand.
Ooh, that's fighting words.
Oh, that's a bit nasty. What's wrong with that?
No, they're probably not made.
That's just a lies.
I think they have Chinese bracelets, but I think most of the.
No, I thought the bracelets are Thailand. Like, it's not as simple as China for everything.
It says Swiss made. That's all I know.
I think, is there anything wrong if a bracelet's not made in Switzerland? Does that how does that hurt the brand there? At least
well, I mean, like you put two and two together. No one's really been praising Omega's bracelets, and then they're also made in Thailand, even on models like the Ed White 321, which is a real luxury watch. So they put a Thailand-made bracelet on one of the only luxury watches made in the industry. It's completely ridiculous.
They're also factoring in the prices of these watches here, by the way, too, guys. It's not just prestige. That's part of it, I think. But I think there's a money factor involved, too. So now, Aussie Expat, you're a Rolex guy. But if you weren't a Rolex guy, like somebody said, no more Rolex for you. Trade it all in, pick a different brand, and you got to go deep dive. What would you do?
Does Tudor count?
Yeah, no. And I don't really think you'd want to do that. Come on. You have the prestige of Rolex. You're going to just drop it down like a full chunk to Tudor?
No, I love Tudors. I wear them most days. So if I had to choose, it would be Tudor. I wouldn't go up to a more luxurious brand.
So you're not trying to impress anybody. But let's say all Rolex and Rolex wholly owned subsidiaries are
Yeah.
out of running. Pick a fucking brand. Go ahead.
I loved my Pelagos, man. I'll probably own another.
How's the
Yeah,
X-Factor?
I'd probably start mixing and matching like a
Nope, you
lot
have
of
to
real
pick-
collectors.
Nope. That's not the
Okay.
question. Here's the brief. Pick a brand that's not Rolex.
All right.
or
It's Cartier. It's
All right.
Cartier.
There you go.
They have enough variety, iconic pieces,
I'm
and
with that.
you could live with it. I do question the reliability of their movements, but it's no more questionable than almost any other brand, honestly.
I like Cartier.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd get a Santos. I'd get a tank for myself.
I have a Santos. It's the only one I have.
They have so many models that are great. You know, their
I never
Roadster.
understood on this. Hang on, let me just say, I had never understood why people would seriously prefer a Cartier over a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso. I mean, fuck me dead. That is pure class.
Well, because here's why. I'm not saying this is correct, but I think here's the reason I would say why. And the reason is I believe that Cartier is the first or second most well-known name in watch brands. And
Yeah.
Ultra, people can't even pronounce it. So it is
The name
well-known.
carries it.
That's right. And
It's
also
easily-
too, Mike,
well-
it's iconic. It's iconic.
Yeah, it's somewhere between Breitling, Cartier, and maybe Tag, like who's second best. But out of those three, I would be more happy with a Cartier.
I think Cartier. Listen, I love a Breitling. A Tag, I don't care if it exists or it doesn't. That's sort of one step above Rado. You know, it's
Tissot.
I would rather have Longines than Tag Heuer, but Tissot Holney. But that being said, I do like a Breitling, but I think that Cartier as a brand is probably more important than Breitling. Like, don't you guys?
Tag has a couple models. I mean, you know, they're Monaco.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. All in all, listen. Bruce Williams and I went watch shopping, and he had me try on a Tag Heuer Tourbillon, which was beautiful, by the way. It was a beautiful watch. But as a brand in general, they just make too much garbage.
Half of what I like with watches is being able to pair something up with my wife. So it's good if the brand actually has good ladies' pieces, which is not true of most brands.
Cartier.
But Cartier.
That's true. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any. But let's start.
How have
with
you
this
been?
one.
Can I ask you?
Super chat.
Aussie. T-Dote Guna, $2. Thoughts on Oris? Look, I love Oris. I think they've been punching way above their weight. They should stay in their lane. Stay in your lane. They're trying to be an Omega, a Rolex wannabe. You know, fucking stay in your lane. Cheap economy Swiss watch.
Yeah,
you know?
they started to make some expensive ones, didn't they?
Where does Zen fit in?
You know, Zen is still just a good, honest tool watch, not too crazy. Their prices have definitely bumped up. They're no longer like $1,200, $1,300. They're like $2,100, $2,200. But you could still get like a Zen 104 for a reasonable amount of money as a legit tool watch that's not luxury but is beautiful. Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. Crown and Case, $5. There's always some edits, doubts, but this pyramid is pretty close. The second top group is what I called out. I really don't care for the top group. Let's get it up back on the screen.
There we go.
The top, this is Richard Mill, Jacob & Co. Fuck me dead. Have you ever desired a Jacob & Co?
I wouldn't be able to pick one out of a lineup, to be frank. I don't know a single one.
I think they're cool. You know what I mean? Like, as in, they're cool to look at, talk about. You know, the novelty of them is very high, obviously. But I don't know. I mean, they don't really have respect as an independent. And yeah, it's I don't know what to say. It's super novelty, that's for sure.
Forbin Colossus, I think you should look it up. Find out what it is and where it is. MacLobster has a comment, which I think is good. MacLobster, I'd wear a Zen over a Tag, and me too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree, 100%.
I've got 2 Zens, and I've had to stop myself from buying more. I have a 104 and a 105. And,
What about Doxa?
I have two or three. Two. I have two of them.
I'd wear a Doxa over a Tag.
Yeah, same. Absolutely. Super chat.
You know, they started the orange
Crown
style
and
craze.
Reggae tradition. RM anyway for me.
Oh, he's saying that the Breguet tradition is better than the Richard Mille. I mean,
yeah, I tend to agree with that, Crown and Cave.
I mean, it's a $25,000 watch versus watches that go from 100,000 to 1.5 million.
Yeah, and they're gaudy as all get out.
I'll take gaudy for 1.5 million. Thank you.
Some of them are more tasteful than others, but so much of it is wrapped in being a flex piece. It's hard
can you
to
imagine, like
just look at the watch
at the Oscars? Okay, when these stars borrow, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of diamonds from Van Cleef and Arpels, the jewelry store sends a security team with them. So you would need like bodyguards to wear some of these watches to go out and about.
I got to tell Aussie expat, how's retirement going? Talk to me.
Yeah, doing well. Hosted a big party on the weekend for all the 6-year-olds at my 6-year-old knows. Halloween party. It was really good. I wouldn't be able to entertain that sort of coordination and fun if I didn't have the time. Yeah, it was really good. Really enjoying it.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
You're an extremely lucky man to be able to enjoy your child's this period in your child's life without being too busy.
Super duper.
Here we go. We got
100%.
Birmingham $2. How does your 105 compare to the 104 mark GMT? Talk to me.
Okay, so the 104 is like your standard day date at 3:00. It looks like a dive watch, but it has a countdown timer instead of a count up timer. Love it. The 105 is not the GMT version. They call it the UTC. I didn't want that. What I just got was their standard day date, but their day and their date are stacked on top of one another vertically at 6:00. So it's really unusual looking. The syringe hands and lume markers on the 104 are like super strong, super precise. On the 105, they're more stylized, more like paddle hands. A bit less lume. I think it's super luminova on the 104 and BGW9 on the 105. So not as bright, but still pretty long lasting.
What brand?
Zinn. These are Zinn.
Oh, Zinn. Okay.
So if I had to pick between them, Birmingham, I would pick the 104, but the 105 is still kind of cool.
See, I like the U1. I just like the good old tool U1,
Yeah, that's the 104. It's classic tool watch, 104.
Okay.
I got to tell you something. The Zins. What made you buy a Zin, Mark?
Because they're fucking cool.
They are.
And the price, I think I paid $1,400 for mine. And
they have some pretty unique things that they've done. Like, instead of ruby jewels, they use their diamonds for their bearings.
Not too sure about that, but diamonds are a girl's best friend, Mike. Can't go wrong with a Zin.
Yeah, no, there's a few things they do a little different, and their tegiment, their treatment of the outer metal, and some of their cases.
Yeah, they do some tegimenting where they harden stuff. Birmingham says he'll keep his 104. Then I would. You know what? It's kind of the 104 is so easy on the eyes that you got to put it away once in a while, or it'll just become boring. It's one of those watches where you can get bored of it, but then if you sell it, you're gonna miss it, and that's why I've never flicked that one. Okay, because it's a watch that you could just wear for literally anything where you didn't want to wear a Rolex, but you could wear it day and night anywhere.
That's how I feel about my Pelagos.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, that's a great watch.
Aussie expat, have you been tempted by Zin at all? That's a brand I always thought you would be keen on.
I think that's very, very cool. If I didn't have my tutors, I'd say it'd be good. little cautious about that price range in general.
It's a little lowbrow for you, Aussie expat. It's not really, luxury. It's more like
What I worry about the price range is like if it breaks, it's not immediately obvious that it should be repaired immediately.
they use a lot
This is
of
the price
EPA
point.
stuff that you could easily.
Shouldn't be too bad, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be hard to service that. You know what? We have a comment about your health here. Little Dave says, "I'm disappointed seeing Aussie consuming soda and potato."
Look, it's the leftovers after a 6-year-old Halloween party. Yeah, this is not regular consumption.
Welcome to America. Welcome to America. You know
Yeah.
what? Do it. Throw another shrimp
There's
on the bar.
a lot of potato chips. There's a lot of leftover pizza. A lot of Coca-Colas.
Nice.
Yeah, interesting stuff there. Tell me this. Now that you're retired, tell me how is it treating you differently? Tell me that. How is life playing out? Is it what you thought it would be, or is it?
Yeah, it's way better. So in the past, in normal life, you have a lot of small amounts of time. You know what I mean? Between that, you got small amounts of time. But what I would do if it was, I'd look through bloody, TikToks or something, something 5-minute consumable or something like that. But now that I can actually tackle the big projects and the big things, I'm now stitching together those small moments to add more to the big things. So, I can do one step more on the big project. So I'm doing new big projects that I've never been able to tackle before.
You're tiling the bathroom. You are edging the lawn. What do you mean?
No, I'm making a replacement for Excel, basically.
I understand. So basically,
I've always wanted. Yeah.
Retirement for you is more engineering shit.
Yes. Yeah. Basically, I've done more code in the last 2 weeks than I've done in the last year at work. So
but it's for yourself. You own it, which is nice.
Exactly, 100%. And in the past, I would stop myself from thinking about work. Like if it was engineering, I'd be like, it's better if I use that effort at work. But then I'd think about something in my spare time. It's like, I got to stop thinking about that. I got to do work during work hours and leave it at that. And so it was this constant battle between what I'd want to do and what I should be doing. And
there's all those patent owners who have invented shit, but they did it on, company resources, company time, company owns the patent. Maybe they get a bonus.
Yeah.
Which is why they pay you engineers really well. So they have something that you can count on. But I mean, if you're in a high production field, well, listen,
engineers. AI is killing these engineers. You know that?
30,000 layoffs tomorrow at Amazon. 30,000.
30,000? How is that
from
possible?
corporate?
Can I ask you, how is that possible? I thought they're making money. Why would they do that? Why would they fuck their business up? Aren't the staff? I remember the mantra: "Staff are your most valuable asset in a business." Good staff.
It's a big lie now.
It's just the vibe. It's just the moment, and the investors are happy.
Overhead.
Amazon's up 3%. Helps my retirement, but I worked at Amazon for more than a decade, and I would not be there now by choice. So
I worked at Amazon when they were just in Seattle, when they were just starting out, and all they were books.
What'd you do, Mikey?
Nice, Mikey.
I correlated books when the trucks rolled in.
Wow.
You put them in slots and then
you unloaded
scan them. Yeah, it was just a shit job.
My wife has designed the current generation of apps for the truckers and all that kind of stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, like when they come into the yard, where they need to go, what pickups they have, stuff like that.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, they ran all night long. There were trucks backing in, and these big aluminum racks with books on them just being rolled out of the trucks. And I mean, it was, they were books only, but it was big. I mean, the facility was humongous, and all they did was books.
You'd have an employee number exponentially lower than my employee number. That's amazing. You're talking about the late 90s.
Yep, exactly.
That's unbelievable.
Now, what Amazon is currently doing is they're the biggest investor in robotics because they're just going to have warehouses with almost no people in them. So they're investing in the AI and in the robotics so they can reduce the workforce and remain competitive.
Right.
Well,
But I'm talking corporate. So, I was looking through the numbers. Seattle corporate workforce is 70,000. I don't know where 30,000 is going to come from. Worldwide corporate's 300,000. So it's notionally 10%, but I got to think that most of the layoffs are going to be in Seattle. That's why you don't want to buy where you work. So, I mean, I already have a lot of Amazon stock. If I had property in Seattle, I'd be like double. Well, the Amazon stock's doing well, so what can I say? Maybe it offsets it.
Yeah, I fucked up big, man. I had the opportunity to get, part of my pay in shares stock, and I didn't opt for it. And yeah, it was just a big clusterfuck, big fuck up on my part.
Crown and case $5 Aussie. How did you decide what was the right time to walk away? What needed to happen differently for you to have decided to work 5 more? Well, I think basically he hit the 10 million US mark. Once he hit that,
yeah. So I'm pretty open about everything. So I'll tell you right now, I don't have 10, but 10 is inevitable from where I am.
Nice.
What made it impossible to continue working was that even though I was inarguably getting a lot of money considering my experience level, as in 10 years in big tech, even for someone at 10 years big tech with a big title, I was getting paid more than that. So I was getting a lot of money, but the reality was after taxes, it'd be a rounding error on my investment return still.
Half? Would it be less than half? What they paid you after taxes, you got half?
Oh,
no, it wouldn't be half.
More. It'd be more.
It'd be in the 30% range.
If you're in New York, it'd be half.
Yeah, I don't pay state taxes here in Nevada, so it's a lot better than most. But basically, all of the work that I would do, it'd add.
Did you meet Bezos? Did you meet Bezos?
No, never. No.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife got closer. My wife was closer to those kinds of decisions. So, but no.
Remember, my dream. This is how old I am. I dreamed to work for IBM and Microsoft. But they're such boring companies.
That was going to be my first job, but I actually signed the contract for that. But just to round off the super chat, basically, I clearly I'm not spending all the money that I ever got because I saved money ultimately, and I'm happy with my lifestyle. And even if I gave up all of my effort and time to a company, getting paid very, very well, it would still only be a rounding error on the investment returns. And that just didn't seem like giving up time with my kids and
compound interest
taking care of my health.
Compound returns is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Basically, it would add 30% more. So if I expect to just say you had 10 million, you expect to get 1 million.
Yeah.
I was only getting about like 350,000 after tax.
Yeah. Per year. What happened was
it doesn't make sense to increase the number just a tiny amount and give up all of my time.
You became too wealthy to work because your time became more valuable than your salary could ever cover.
That's exactly it. I had to recalculate because someone contacted me again after I quit.
Yeah.
Saying, come join my AI startup. So I had to figure out what would my new number really be. To go back to work, I'd want about 2 million a year.
Because a lot of startups don't work.
No, exactly. So I figured it'd have to be around 2 million a year, some portion of it guaranteed, the other at risk. But it'd have to be at least 2 million a year in terms of it'd have to have a shot at that. You know what I mean? I couldn't just take a $1 million a year salary and that would be it. I'd that'd still be nice. I'm not saying I don't, I deserve more than that or something. There's got nothing to do with deserve. It's just that how much is my time worth to me? Considering even if I got triple the money, I could be spending triple now already, like just based on the investment return. So I'm happy with my lifestyle, basically. So yeah.
Chingao.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Back to you, Arch.
Don't they call that critical mass?
Yeah, in some way that's the right. So over time you expect your your work to pay for your lifestyle, but then over time, if you're good at it, your assets pay for your lifestyle.
Exactly.
And at some point, it doesn't make any sense to be giving up because your life experience is about time and money, not just money. It's
You know
time
what
and
though?
money.
When I look, I'm on a different level. Okay, but I will say this much: I have this weird thing in that you have been in high stress, high performance, hyper evaluated jobs for at least a decade of your life, if not longer. And in fact, in order to get the education, to get the hire, it'll go back years before that. So I, on the other hand, have managed to make a lovely living working the equivalent of what you would call a part-time job for 20 years.
Yeah.
And so that's why I can't see stopping, because you're either earning or spending. And I kind of like my mixture of both. And I work at home. It's super easy. Most people don't have that luxury. Most people who make good money are having to, on some level, sell their soul and part of their health even to do it because of the stress.
Work from home and you play with dogs all day. What more do you want?
I am not.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Sometimes they're trying to let my blood out onto the floor. Sometimes I'm having to clean up piss and shit and diarrhea. Sometimes I deal with frustrating clients. So it isn't playing, but I do love it. Super chat.
We'll go super chat.
Check.
But I do have a story from Switzerland.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Okay, we'll wait for your story. That makes complete sense and very rational. Thanks for sharing your thinking process. What's your story for Switzerland?
Thank you, Crown and Case, for this. Yeah, so when I was in my second year of working, first year I was working at the London Stock Exchange. The second year I was in Zurich working for the Swiss Stock Exchange. And I was at a house party. So I'm in my 20s. Very stressful time. Very stressful jobs, these two jobs. And I was talking to a girl at a house party, and this is in Zurich, so it's a finance town, and so on and so forth. And she was talking about how she currently is like a master scuba dive instructor and a ski instructor. And she does, during winter, the ski instruction at various, Swiss Alps. And then in the winter, she'd go to Thailand. And I mean, during, whatever season, she'd go to Thailand. And she'd spend her year either scuba diving or doing skiing. And then she's talking to me how she wants to go to school so that she can get into finance. And I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Why do you want to fuck your whole life up?
You got it perfect. Like, why would you spend any time trying to get into the office? I tell you, it's the most stressful job. And if you could just full-time scuba dive and ski, what the hell's wrong with you?
She should have just stayed home and enjoyed her money. That's, she should have just. I had a client who is a very, 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 very wealthy woman who really doesn't know much about the business, but she shows up and yells at the employees anyway to feel like she has a job. And all of her relatives who, it's a family business, all of her relatives who own it say, just stay home and enjoy the money. Why? Just go home and spend money.
Reminds me of that show, Absolutely Fabulous.
Oh my God.
I love AbFab.
Sweetie darlings.
But
sweetie
she,
darlings.
This has got to be the only 3 people in America that know what AbFab is.
Every fucking money tickets passport. Money tickets passport.
Yeah, totally. But she, she comes in knowing nothing about anything and points and shoots and then and then runs out, and that show's fabulous.
Mike, she's your diva, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no, I love that show. Just Patsy and Sweetie Darling.
I love her friend, her
Do you know what?
drug
Pat,
addict friend.
Have you been
Patsy,
watching? Yeah, Patsy. Yeah. Have you been watching Wednesday on Netflix?
No.
Because Patsy has the role of Grandmama on season 3 of Wednesday. As soon as that
cool.
actress came on, I was like, that's fucking Patsy. Like, 30 years older, but that's Patsy.
Ultimately, there's not that many episodes of Absolutely Fabulous. There's 6 episode seasons. I think there's a total of 5 seasons.
It was
So it's like 32 episodes in
those
total.
2 women did not get along at all. Patsy didn't think she would get cast, but for whatever reason, they cast her, and they just decided to gut out the first season. And then those 2 started to hit their stride, and and they really made television history.
Yeah, I much prefer that duo than I don't know if you've ever seen French and Saunders. So Saunders was often with this other fat comedian. I'm not saying that disparagingly; she is fat. And I felt that their chemistry was okay. They must have enjoyed working together a lot, French and Saunders. But Ab Fab is just so much better.
I'm told I've missed a McLobster. Oh, here we go. I think that we did that one. Where's the? Did I miss one in McLobsters? Let's see. It's hard, fuckers. I gotta say, it's hard. I don't see.
I gotta go inside. This is the first season I've ever had mosquitoes in Las Vegas. It's ridiculous.
All right. Well, we did that one a while ago, but McLobster, if I missed something of yours, just stick it in the comments, and I will make sure I read it for free. Just double check. But I don't think I did. But if I did, tell me what it was.
Hey guys, I gotta step out for a couple minutes.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
I will be back if I'm able to.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries, man. No pressure. Aussie expat, we missed you on the show. I was hoping you could come on a bit more now that you're retired.
I've been busy. Like all of late last week was just organizing this Halloween party. It was really big. Like everyone really enjoyed it. So it was a really big party. I thought we were going to get the cops called on us at some point, and then they would look foolish trying to break up a 6-year-old Halloween party. It was great.
Yes.
But quite frankly, I've been busy, and I've been working on, as I told you, I've been working on a lot of engineering stuff as well. And so in the small times, I would join your stream sometimes. So that would be one of the things I would do. Like if I could see I could come on, I would join the stream. But these days, I'm like, but I could get one more feature added to the app that I'm making. So yeah, a lot of the small time has been consumed productively as well.
Got you. Any Rolexes that have really gotten interest from you since you've retired?
Yeah, all the usuals, but that new OP41 in pink.
The pink one.
I may have to ask for it. I did ask for the Med Blue, but if a pink rolls in, I think I would love to have that.
It is nice looking.
Yeah, because my wife's got the 36. I think it would actually be really cool to have the 41.
I cannot disagree. And it's been, I think, like 36 only, or 36 and smaller only. They've never done it 40.
It's a very weird choice, like years later to say, you know what, let's do the pink and the 41.
Also, it was like mid-year refresh. It wasn't even in the original catalog. It just got added like maybe a week ago.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a crazy thing to have done, but there we are. Here we are. Pink,
they just
OP41.
they just quietly slipped it in. Archie, why don't you open up Rolex and let's take a look at it.
Yes, Rolex. What has Rolex done? They have slipped in. What have they slipped in?
Well, listen. Welcome back to your live stream, Archibald. If you will call up Rolex.com, we'll have a look.
If I could talk to my AD and she would actually agree to get me everything I wanted, I'd probably clean sweep take all the current OP41s.
Yeah, no, what? It's a nice line of watches.
Yeah,
and I have. If I didn't have 3 of them already and never wear them, I would do that. I gotta stop.
But I tell you what's weird. I wouldn't be upset that I didn't have the turquoise. It came out that that was part of the set, quote unquote.
You could still get that though. I mean, I have.
Yeah, but I mean, I never actually loved the turquoise.
I think I love it. It's really a beautiful color in person.
I think objectively, yeah, I get you. For me personally, I like the beige, I like the pink, and I like the
Okay,
med
what
blue.
are we looking at, Marky?
Let's go into the
Marky.
Oh, I wouldn't get lavender. I would not get lavender. That's just.
Oh, you want to look at the OPs? Is that right?
Yeah, 41.
Yes. Wait. Yes. OPs. Let's look at the OPs. And when you get there, let's go to size, configure, and we'll call up the 41s.
I've heard that these OPs are more rare than Daytonas. That seems unusual.
Nah,
but
I don't believe that. But I think they are. Look, here's what the thing is. The Daytona is what, like 14 grand, and this is like 6. So
exactly.
Naturally, you're going to have call for it, but I don't think it's rarer.
That's what I was thinking in my head. But the person who was claiming this was an AD. I'm just like,
crazy.
I would normally just throw that opinion in the bin, but I'm like,
Well, they might have a lot of people coming in and asking for these because it's the cheapest entry, and it's cool. They took the OP from the most boring, stupid part of the line, other than Air King, and they have now made it cool, which is not easy to do. And now super collectors are talking about it and wanting them. Archie, try and find the 41s.
Apologies, I'm finding it now for you. I just thought. Those 3 colors. Okay, let's have a look. Where is
there's a new one? I don't know. It's hard to navigate this stupid site.
Actually, you know what? I can skip the pistachio. I could skip the lavender. Just med blue, pink, and beige. I'd take those. I could get a 3-piece deal. It wouldn't affect any of my other allocations.
You see up top where it was asking where it says new, watch it. No, that's probably not going to be the OPs.
Yeah.
You got to fish around in there so that you can configure one of these.
I'll find it. Let me have a look. I'm gonna.
They don't make it easy. Honestly, every time I go into the Rolex site, I have the same problem. And it used to be easier to configure shit, but they snotted it up with all
just keep scrolling until you get to OP.
We go configure. Yeah. Here we go. Let's do this now.
No, but you're in
so we've got classic or professional. So I would say it's going to be classic.
You're config.
Oh, no, that's just configure.
You're configuring. Yes. There we go.
It's the perpetual configure.
Yes. Now, let's get to the 41s. Now, you got to navigate to where you can choose dials.
41.
Yeah, and then
dial.
Next, okay,
dial. Now this is the key thing.
Yes.
Okay, so
there it is.
We've got pink, candy pink. Oh, fuck, love it.
Okay, listen, that candy pink.
The purple. See, black is. I don't see the point of getting black.
I agree.
Okay, so listen, that candy pink.
I love the blue, by the way. Med blue.
That candy pink appeared on this website maybe a week or 10 days ago. The one who told me was Bear. He noticed it. It just appeared with no announcement. It wasn't there, but 2 weeks ago it wasn't there, and then all of a sudden they added that dial. So I wonder if throughout the year they aren't just going to periodically throw new dial colors up there for fun. Keep people paying attention.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I think this website is shockingly bad, given that it's Rolex and it's prestigious and they can put any amount of money into a website they want. I find it super hard to navigate.
It's slightly more interesting than in the past. In the past, it was easier to navigate, but everything was it didn't feel special. Like there weren't as many hero pages.
Yeah.
And things take longer to load now, so there's more steps before you even get into the configurator.
I get lost in this website, which is frustrating. Now, maybe that's what they want, because they want you wandering through the aisles and not find your way out of the store. But
exactly, it's a better experience overall because you're sort of like wandering through things. You're stumbling into how they make watches, and Tiger Woods is an ambassador for this. They have you sort of being pushed around, but doing precisely what you want isn't the goal anymore of the site.
So you're saying it's a strategy. It's deliberate.
Yes. Yeah. They don't want you just like, oh, but watch. This one looks good. This one
In,
looks
out,
so
got it.
good.
Okay, goodbye now.
It's kind
Okay.
of an intelligence test because most people won't get the stock anyhow.
I can't, you know what? This is a new reference, okay? And versus last year, the entire reference is new, but the differences are infinitesimal. Something a little bit with the dimension of the bezel and maybe the lugs. But honestly, I can't tell the difference to the eye between last year's, which I have a couple of those, and this one.
Good point. What about the, with the dial? Notice the Oyster Perpetuals have got the double marking, the 369 is double.
I love that because it helps you orient the watch at night.
I mean, let's face it, there's no point getting a black one, is there? The black is, you get an Explorer, right?
Well,
you want either.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the Explorer, like they just explicitly don't like it. I don't get it. I love it, but yeah, some people just explicitly don't like it.
McLaughlin
it looks
says,
too utilitarian for them. It's got the Mercedes hands and stuff. It's not.
Is there a color we wouldn't like?
I think lavender's pretty objectionable.
You know what? I saw it in person. I never liked it till I saw it in person, and then I was shocked at how cool it looked. I think you have to see it to make sure you feel that way. How about like a baby shit mustard brown? Like maybe.
That's like a yellow. It's a yellow. A very.
Yeah, well, no. Listen, they made dog piss yellow, and people went crazy for it last year.
Yeah, I was never a fan of that yellow or the green or the red.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Turquoise was
Archie.
hot.
Read this comment, Archie.
Purple Sunray would suck.
Who had one? Remember they made that, and you know who had it.
It was a grape color, though, wasn't it? Wasn't?
Yes, correct.
But it had a very tasteful accent color.
Archie, who had that watch?
Who had one? Tell me.
Who had the grape OP? Simon Crane.
Yes. The grape. Sorry, the grape.
Yeah,
that was. He had a 39, didn't he?
He had a 39 because that's what it was back then.
That's what it was.
I can't believe with him is what I can't understand is I liked him. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, I agree.
He was rational. How can you get sucked in?
I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing, right?
Tell us.
You're just a nice guy. Like I've spoken to you, right?
Well, he never said anything bad about me, just my people.
Oh.
You know what they think of interracial babies and stuff like that. Those people.
I don't know. What can I tell you?
I mean, fuck. I just kind of.
Oh yeah, you made a bunch of interracial babies.
I mean, I just don't understand. I don't like hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. It does less than nothing for you.
Yeah.
Yes, like a baby shit green would be bad. I mean, there are some colors they could come up with, but okay, I got to be honest with you. If they came up with like a baby shit green, I would probably want it for the sheer novelty of they did something fucking crazy. I would probably want it just for the novelty factor. So, you know what? At the end of the day, you are right. There is nothing that I wouldn't suck up that they would. The lobster's true.
I gotta say to you, you are 100% right there.
Wait, about what?
About just the hatred stuff. I don't like it, man.
I see. All right. Well, is there anything else on this website that you'd like to take a look at?
Actually, I tell you, I really like that blue. That blue it's a very different blue to a.
Yeah.
Look at that. I think that's a beautiful color. It's like it's nothing. I've never seen a blue like it. That's beautiful.
I think it's similar to the Smurf, and it gives me that vibe. So to me, it's like a $6,000 Smurf.
That blue. I have the previous blue, which was
that yellow. Blue. That's the mustard. What do you think of that? That's the closest to baby poo.
No, that's the beige.
That's baby poo.
That's
not
the
beige.
yellow. That's
No, it is closer to poo because it's kind of a brown actually. The way I see it, it's a little because there's two colors that you can get guns in, and there's black and flat dark earth. This color is actually flat dark earth.
We don't really want to steer the conversation that way. I'm
in
sorry.
that direction. Yes.
No, but that's why I like this watch, is that it would match quite a lot of my guns.
La 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 la. We don't talk about that subject. Okay, so what other watches do we want to look at? We want to, should we have a gander around the land dweller? Do we want to look and see what we think of the Daytona?
I got to be honest with you. The thing I find really, can I say this? I find Rolex. I've come to the stage in my life where I just find it kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about it. What do we have? The Daytona, yeah. Submariner, okay. Submariner's classic. Sea Dweller, yeah. Deep Sea, too big. GMTs are good. Yacht
Did you ever have a
Meister.
Pepsi? Did you ever have a Pepsi?
No, I never did. I mean, this 1908. What do you think? Would you ever buy this? This is an interesting watch. So how do you configure it? What's the choices? Okay, so the 19. Would you ever get one of these?
I've asked for one.
Yeah, that's your style, Aussie Expat, because
No, the platinum. I've asked for the platinum.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's a dressy watch, and you could carry that off. I assume sometimes you dress.
I would intend to wear the platinum while playing golf.
Ultimate flex.
Yeah, because it's thin, light. It's on a strap. It's a good sports watch.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully you'll get one.
I don't think I will.
You know what? My AD told me they have seen since the 1908 was introduced, they've seen like one or two of them. They're exceedingly unusual to see at the AD.
Yeah. Well, they're happy to get rid of the white gold ones and yellow gold to some extent.
Yeah.
But just platinum is it's harder than a titanium Yachtmaster.
There hardly any of them out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen one. Never seen. I've seen Yachtmaster. I've never seen Platinum 1908. Seen Platinum Daytona. Never seen Platinum 1908.
I tried on a Platinum Daytona and a Platinum Day-Date at the AD, and they were both incredible. Incredible, especially the Day-Date, because that was heavier. That was really, really, really heavy.
I've seen both. I would say I wasn't that impressed by either, but it depends what phase of life you're at, whether or not you want it.
I'm easily impressed. I wasn't going to put that kind of money into either one of those things. We're watching Archie in his natural environment now, guys.
Yeah, I've wavered on the Platinum Daytona, but right now it's a solid yes. Preferably without diamonds.
I don't know why the fuck this website is terrible. I've got the fastest internet money can buy, and it's just shit. You would get the platinum. Can you get it on a bracelet?
No.
Yes,
No.
Can you get it?
No.
No, it's only okay. Is that special?
Black
Would that
or
be
brown
special?
strap?
What do you think?
The gear shade dial. Check it out. The dial is just incredible. For Rolex, anyway. For Rolex.
Is it made in the Breguet factory?
Yeah, and the price is very affordable
Fuck,
considering.
I don't know why this site it conflicts with StringYard.
Yeah, I think it's 26,000 US.
Yeah.
Now for a platinum Rolex.
No. It's got to be more than that. Come on.
No, it
Archie,
it was when I asked for it.
Where's the price? I can't imagine it's that cheap. Shouldn't it be
Let me
priced
pull
here
it
on
up.
Yeah, look it up, because that's
Platinum 1908. Now the price has probably gone up since I asked for it, but it used to be 26,000.
no kidding.
Okay, now it's 31.5.
Well, this is a
For
lot of money.
platinum,
It's a lot of
platinum
money. Yeah,
and exclusivity. Like when I asked for it, I thought it was just okay. It's a good deal for platinum. Now considering now it's clearly very exclusive.
Well, they just bumped the price up $6,000. Boom.
Yeah.
But
it's very exclusive. Like you will not find someone else in this piece.
Listen, find me one for 25. I'd probably, to be honest with you, would take it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not worried about it, but yeah, I could see it.
And I would play golf with it.
That's great. You know, hopefully it has the parachrome shock absorbers.
I think it's a very serious movement.
Yeah.
It's a very serious movement. It's got a Siloxy hairspring.
It's got to be robust.
It has the same lithography cut cogs that the Daytona has. So it results in a very smooth hand movement without any sort of juddering. So it's a very advanced movement on the 1908. I would say it was probably the most advanced until the Land Dweller came out.
I think they print them out on 3D printers, the Land Dweller movement.
You think they do?
No, I don't.
In a way, I mean, it uses silicon, so those parts,
exactly.
You know,
They're not all metal,
probably
right?
use some sort of lithography, like using lasers and stuff. I prefer the brown.
Wouldn't you love this in your collection? Wouldn't this just be like the centerpiece of your collection? No.
I'd love it. I'm not joking when I said I've asked for this. I've asked for this watch. Because they won't give it to me.
Would you take it in white or rose?
Absolutely not. I mean, take a look at the white and the rose. I mean, they're not unlikable. It's just that they don't really look special.
Look at HR. Look at this. Speaking of people, HR, what are you up to, man?
Hey Paul, it's Watch Nick here. I just want to say, why don't you keep talking crap about my channel here, man? I'm just
I don't know. He's a bit weird, that one there.
He does good impressions, though, I will say.
He does. He does do good impressions. I got to tell you, it's an interesting. Would you ever see? I'll be honest with you. You've got so many. Wouldn't this just be the crown and glory of your collection, Aussie Expat?
Depends on the day.
Would you rather?
I wouldn't wear it as my dressy going out piece. That would still be my gold Daytona or a steel Daytona. This would be my luxury shitter. I'd wear it when I wanted a watch that most people don't recognize as being a special watch.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
yeah.
Holy cow! Look at that.
Yeah, this is a sleeper. Most people would be completely uninterested in this watch.
Most people would not know what that is. They might think
exactly.
It's 53,000 Australian. 53,000 Australian
dollars.
Exactly.
That's the same price as my Breguet Tradition. The retail price.
Yeah, but you can get the Tradition. You just can't get this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, Archie? Let's look this up on Chrono and see what it's going for, really.
I've never looked it up. That would be very interesting.
It
but
would be.
It could be so illiquid that price finding is like,
no,
who the hell?
Listen, Archie's going to say they're asking, not getting, and that may very well be true. But let's see what the number.
I'm going to guess 50,000 US.
I'm going to guess way more. Way more.
Oh, 50s, low 50s. Look at that.
All right. So you know what? You get to be right. So it's not even quite double.
But no really expensive item is.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. You got me there.
But hey, this is more premium than the Platinum Daytona gets. Platinum Daytona doesn't get this much premium. Or similar. So the Platinum Daytona is roughly like 80,000, something like that, and they tend to trade about 105, I think. So like 20,000 premium, and this has about a 20,000 premium, but at a much lower price point, percentage-wise. It's a bigger premium.
Yes.
I think it's cool. I think it's very cool.
Oh no, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. What's going on here, Archie?
This is the sleeper. I mean, even amongst a watch collector, I mean,
Speaking of sleepers, what are we drinking? Are you drinking?
What are you drinking, Paul?
Water.
Fine, you can drink water. Actually, you know what? You're not supposed to drink water, but there's kids in the room listening, so I don't want to say why.
Put it in the chat, Mark. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, good idea. I'll do that.
You know, can you believe this Aussie expat HR? He sold his Rolex collection off. He had a beautiful 3-piece. I just loved his 3-piece.
No, I didn't sell them all off. I still got Mummy's bluesy.
I got the bluesy. That's all you need. That's a good one.
That's 100% that, bud.
That's a good one.
And the thing is, look, I've only got one wrist, and when Dad dies, I'll get the day date. Day date, fuckers.
So the funny thing is, he actually sold off Aussie expat. This guy here, he sold off his Explorer 2 black dial and the Datejust blue dial. I thought that was a perfect 3-piece feed.
But Archie, let's be honest. The Datejust 41 is fucking garbage compared to Submariner, especially a bluesy.
No, I don't agree at all. That beautiful that blue was gorgeous. I don't know.
HR's a bluesy guy. Can't you hear it in his voice?
Aussie expat, I want a reinforced Submariner bracelet. So when I'm giving out redundancy letters, I'm having consultation meetings. The bluesy in their P45. Yes.
I
You
love
know
it.
this, Aussie?
I love it. Yeah, that's fantastic.
There's so much Australian evil in this stream tonight. It's outrageous.
Hey, Aussie expat, some of the punters in Peanut Gallery were saying that you need a personality dweller. Have you got no personality? Yes or no? Yes or no?
It's an acquired taste, I think.
Listen, he's got a tackle box full of rollies. That's all he needs, HR. A tackle box.
I gotta be honest, there certainly are some good panelists in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, appreciate that.
So what are we looking at here then? What is this? Is this Omega? Oh, it's a Rolex Cellini.
We're looking at Archie trying to kill the last 18 minutes of this show without having to really that's what's going on right here, right?
Come on, Archie, look alive. I've got work tomorrow, and I've still come on the stream, big boy, because I'm dedicated.
You are dedicated, much the same way as Loki or Lucifer is dedicated.
Or Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, all of them, Marky. Mm-hmm. Hey, is that a new hat, Mark? You're looking good.
Thank you.
What time is it over there in England?
It's 13 minutes to 1 o'clock in the morning. You see, Arch, because I'm that dedicated, I'll come on and disrupt my circadian rhythm just to come on the stream, big boy. You know this?
Aussie expat, I gotta ask you something.
Then.
Now that you're retired,
Dream retarded?
Would you? You could get a fortress house. You could make a fortress house where you could have all your watches on display besides bulletproof glass.
Like in a safe room.
Right.
You have a safe room in that house.
Yeah. I don't think that would be that cool. It would be cool for guns. I'd do it for guns. Have an armory.
I was the expat. I'm just worried. I don't want you getting burgled.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell me where you keep all your watches, just so I can know.
In a tackle box. We already
in various banks.
Oh, that's boring. I need them in the house.
I'll put them next to my lounge room window, just precariously. I'll leave the light on.
Thank you. Leave the front door open, and I'll have a hot chocolate or Ovaltine for when I come in. Okay, Aussie.
I've only got Nesquik. I've got 3 and 6 year old. Not.
Did you say Ovaltine?
I want Ovaltine.
I mean, that's like 1945 America. Ovaltine.
Yeah, but it's so nice when you drink it.
Did you know that everyone thinks that Ovaltine is from their own country because they grew up with it as kids? Do you think Ovaltine is American?
Of course,
Australian, isn't it?
No,
you think it's Australian, and you think it's English. You know where it's from?
100%.
It's Swiss. It's 100% Swiss. It's Ovaltine. It stands for egg.
It's Nestle.
But everyone thinks it's from the country they grew up in. Everyone thinks it's,
out,
oh, that's
man.
Australian. Oh, that's American. Oh, that's British.
Let me explain the entire contribution to the body politic of cuisine that Australia has made. It's really only one thing that is actually Australian and it is Vegemite. So congratulations on your major, culinary accomplishment.
Well, what came first, Marmite or Vegemite? Which came first?
You guys invented the yeast infection on toast. Congratulations.
I think you also invented the large size prisons, because all of the Brits that went over there went into prisons as well. So there's probably that as well as the expat. Don't do yourself over there, big boy.
Well, I thought the whole continent. Eventually, the continent was a prison, but there you have it.
Yes.
Great vid, Arch.
Great vid.
Great vid, Arch.
Yes.
Did you look that up, Arch? Ovaltine?
Oh,
Swiss?
he can't be
I
bothered.
believe
Come
you.
on.
No, he's looking at Japanese porn. He's looking at Japanese
be honest.
porn.
Let's be honest.
So what's going on with you, HR?
Well, at the moment, the Skoda's in the garage because it needs some new brake pads, a new alternator belt, and 4 new tyres. So I'm driving around a shitty Ford Fiesta. I can barely fit in it. I'm 6'6", size 13 UK feet. I look like Mr. Incredible. You know this, bud? When he's driving his car?
Are you bragging?
Ford Fiesta. No,
size 13.
By the way, it's a shit car.
Yeah. Is it true what they say about men with size 13 feet?
Well, you know what they say about big feet?
Microphallus? Is it true?
No, big ankles.
Cankles.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I see, and I understand.
So, yeah, I'm driving around in the Ford
I'll show you
Fiesta.
guys my latest purchase, actually. I'll show you my latest purchase.
All right. Hold on. We're going to take... Wait.
Very...
If it's
Ozzy, is it a cock ring? Is it a cock ring?
Ozzy,
No.
Listen, you cannot
Check it out.
You can't show a weapon.
No, it's not a weapon.
All right, that's fine.
Toyota.
I got all-terrain tires on my minivan.
Oh.
I got the all-terrain tires. You can see the shine coming off the new tire there.
Yes.
I wish the lighting was better.
Was that going to be impressive?
Doc, what do you think of these tires?
I got BF Goodrich trail terrains, ATs.
I've got Pirelli's Primacy, whatever the hell that is.
I have to admit.
Yeah, that's a pretty good commuter tire.
Yeah.
I'm not an SUV fan, so.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
I'm good. I came on because I was confused to see you were doing a show today. I assume Clyde talked you into it. He said do it 6 days a week.
Yeah, actually, I'm taking tomorrow off instead of today, so I thought I'd swap the 2 days over.
Ah, well, I guess you're allowed to do that when you're the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a new watch.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I know.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Doc. Talk us through it.
I didn't know if you wanted to know what I got. I didn't know if you wanted to.
Of course we do.
Sure. Tell me, what did you get?
I put it in WhatsApp, actually. Pictures of it. And I can just say what it is, or...
Well, wait. When did you send it to your pontiff? Because he's got to look back now and find it.
I didn't send it specifically to him. I sent it to the whole group.
Yes, but he's not in that group for reasons that I refuse to talk about. So can you...
Wait. He's not in the Archie Asylum anymore?
BBW.
Okay, we talk off air about it. We'll talk off air.
Yes.
We'll talk off air about it.
Please remember that Archie has been thrown out of every group he was ever a member of.
But not his own group.
Including his family reunion. Okay, so yes, just WhatsApp it to his direct line. And then
you want me to send you a picture, Archie, I'll send it to you individually.
Sure.
I had no idea. I thought you were in the group, and I thought you were kind of.
He has been removed from the group for a long time.
It's okay. I don't need to be in that group. That's
correct. Okay. Actually, Archie does not want to be a member of any group that would have him as a.
Would have him as a member. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even though it had your name on it. Oh, wonderful.
Well,
it's okay. That doesn't matter.
You are going back now into ancient history.
I guess I just never paid attention.
Well,
anyway, it's a wonderful watch. I'm still wearing it even now.
Exciting. Is it a Grubel Forsey? Is it a
it a
Bell
what?
and Ross? Is it a Grubel Forsey?
Well, see, I didn't know if I was at a level where you would say, "Oh, let's at least have a super chat and find out
Is it
what
a
it is."
poll
Or
round? Well, that's
I
up
could,
to, listen, Archie's been very lazy this show. Now, Archie, would you like to sort of tease a super chat out of the guys for BBW's unboxing?
Sure, we'd love
Well,
to see it.
Go ahead. Hold on. We're going to make you big, Archie, so that you can make the pitch. Go right ahead.
Come on, guys, super chat now, and we can see Doc BBW's greatest purchase.
There you go. Very nicely done. You know, guys, you gotta make the Pontiff work once in a while.
I'm going to say, arguably, a number of the guys have said that this is my greatest purchase, even though even though I think that's over the top, but they have their reasons. They have their reasons, and I understand their reasons, and I understand their logic and their emotion behind it. But I'll say
that's a good way to approach collecting, though. That every watch has to be a next step up. I wish it was easier said than done.
Well, I think people assume when I get a new watch that it's going to be a 4-digit Daytona, and I admit I've gotten way too many of those. So I'm going to stop.
You do have a problem. You do have a fetish.
We all have a problem. That's why we're here.
Fair point. You know what? It is true, BBW. This, in fact, is a sort of a large. This is a cross between a support group and guys who enable one another. I'm not sure if we're helping or harming one another.
I will say that by my getting 4-digit Daytona,
you bought this new, Doc. You bought this new
from an AD, and yes,
new.
I will call it up on the screen now.
Now.
Well, if you're pulling it up, I'll talk about how it wears.
Look at that.
You can see that it's large, yes, because I have a 7-inch wrist. So yes, it is large.
But I mean, the shot is cockeyed, Doc. I mean, you're making it look larger than it really is in this picture.
Well, yeah, the angle distorts it as well. And my wrist isn't as flat as yours, Mark.
Yeah.
So it isn't, but
It
is still sexy. It's still sexy. Don't worry.
Ooh, what dial is this? I'm colorblind.
Black?
Really? It's black.
Very tasteful.
I asked for black or blue, and I honestly didn't know which I liked the most. And
I like this on Oyster. I think the Jubilee is a welcome thing, but I think you don't need it for this watch. It's better on Oyster.
I preferred it on the Oyster, although I was willing to accept Jubilee, but I let her know that, hey, I prefer it on Oyster if possible.
Costco is killing it this year.
They are doing
those
well.
tires weren't cheap.
I've been very busy. They've sent me traveling to conferences, all sorts of crazy stuff, but it's okay. It's worth it. And thank you. But what I was going to say is a lot of people apparently are scared of the size, and to me it wears large like a Speedmaster Professional wears large. You know, it's actually thicker than a Speedmaster, but
it's a little thick. It's like a giant date just. But I liked mine while I had it, and quite frankly, I made some money on it when I sold it, and then I regretted selling it. So I would keep this. I think you'll regret it if
They're very expensive now, aren't they?
They are.
Is this 20,000 in steel?
No.
It's 20,000 on the gray.
Yeah.
And I got it for 16 and a half.
Then you got
plus tax.
It's freaking American tax.
Yeah.
You know, we always say
so what was it?
Well, you got to add like 9%.
I'll let everybody do their own math.
Yeah, I'm going to do the math because, I mean, these are expensive.
Well, it's expensive no matter what.
So 16.8.
If it wasn't expensive, we wouldn't want it.
Well, it's a lot of watch. You got to remember. It's
got to hurt, fucker. There's 400.
Complicated Rolex.
Yeah. 18.5 out the door. 18.5 out the door. It's a heavy hitter in steel.
Mine was less than that out the door, but not significantly.
No, yeah, I did 10%. Yeah, it depends where you are.
400 moving parts in that movement.
I mean,
and bunches and bunches of patents.
But it's also.
Did you see they've come out with a new patent for a new annual?
Yes.
Yeah, last week there was a new patent for a new movement.
But doesn't mean they're doing anything.
Yeah, or they might do it 10 years from now. There's no
correct.
Well, Doc, that is magnificent. Congratulations. I love that watch.
Thank you.
I think definitely my favorite of what you
heard it as all steel, and yours was two-tone. Maybe that's why you.
Well, no, you got a white gold bezel there, bro.
No. But I mean, when you got yours, wasn't it a two-tone?
It was, yeah, it was two-tone, which that didn't bother me. I liked it, and in fact, the dial color was unique to that configuration. It was
right.
It wasn't. It was like cream. It was like a cream. It was beautiful, just beautiful.
Right. But I just remember you're not huge on two-tone. You're not a big fan of two-tone. You'll accept it, but
yes. No, I don't know. I really the watch that I've had in two-tone that I liked the best of any two-tone I ever owned is the root beer. I think it really, really works on that root beer. And I think it worked better on the root beer than on the Sky Dweller.
So Rolex filed the patent for the Dynapulse escapement in the latter half of 2024, and the Land Dweller came out at Watches and Wonders the next year.
That's amazing, man. They rushed it into production.
Well, it doesn't mean that they rush it in production. It just means they don't patent everything speculatively. You get what I mean? They just patent what they think they'll put to market.
I bet they started making the damn thing before they got the patent finalized.
Yeah, they were probably working.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like they're only putting the patents out once they think they'll need it, quote unquote.
Yeah, once they think they'll actually produce it. So that is a good point.
Congratulations.
So the fact of go ahead. Yeah, congratulations on the piece. How long did you wait for that? Those are rare, ultimately, in the Rolex world. They're not that common.
I'll be honest. Well, no, I won't. I was going to say exactly where I got it, and I'm realizing. Well,
no, don't do that. No.
But I will say,
no
I flew out of state to get it.
Well, people don't know what state you're in anyway, so good.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Is like, you can't just go. Even for me, you can't just go even 30 miles away and expect you're going to get one. So I had to go out of state, and but I got what I wanted, and I was surprised. I'm very surprised.
Yeah,
very nice. Well, and Archie, would you look at the time?
Put me on the list for a Daytona.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Whoa! Tell us about that.
Well, I thought it was all BS. Like, the reason I went out of state was I happened to be there for other reasons. And so I went to the place, and I got along really well with the salesperson. My sister was there too. My sister said that she thought the salesperson was interested in me romantically. That's my sister.
Yeah. What was his name?
Going on?
What was his name, Doc?
Anyhow, I'm not even going to say her name. I'm not going to say her name. But
you charmed her.
But in any case, she gave me a nice freebie things, books and things. She showed me they had a museum. They had a museum at the place, and she showed me the museum because I was wearing my 4-digit at the time. And so she showed me the museum and did all these things and got me something to drink and all these other things, right? So I just stayed in touch with her. And then she says, well, what are you interested in? And I let her know. And I thought it's all BS. And then the first thing that happened was one of the things I mentioned was a GMT. And then I decided I didn't want the GMT. So I thought, well, that's the end of that. She's not going to contact me again. And no, she did. She did for this because this was the other thing on the list.
Nice.
So,
You better go take her out to dinner. Or you pick up a Daytona.
well, we'll talk off the air maybe about that too. I was going to ask you, especially.
Okay, guys, that's
I
the
should
show
try to
for
do
today.
the
Let's thank our
Middle of the fucking story, but never mind. It's time to go.
owners.
time to go.
We had Hurritan, JT, Black Cat 997, Mac Lobster, Yankee Doodle, Breguet's cooler than Lange, Yankee Doodle, Stuart Crook, Mac Lobster, John C, Rich Mitch, Crown and Case. We had Mac Lobster, Black Cat 997, Rich Mitch, Mac Lobster, Crown Gold, Crown and Case, Choate Groner, Case, Crown and Case, Burbing Hard, Crown and Case, Crown and Case. Guys, that's the show. Did we do that last super chat there? What makes complete sense and very oh yeah, that was talking about Aussie expats. Guys, that's the show. We'll be back. Tomorrow's my day off because I just changed it. And guys, see you not tomorrow, the day after. See you later, guys. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.